Hello, fellow friends, to another episode of The Dark Side of Lightning, the podcast where we explore the effects of light pollution and what we can do to reduce its impact. This is aniprocs, nothing changed since the last time, and I'll be your host for this educational journey into the world of light pollution. Before we move on, allow me to give a brief overview of light pollution to all the newcomers here. Although I will encourage you guys, go and listen to the very first episode. But briefly, I would say light pollution refers to the excess artificial light that is produced by human activities such as street lights, advertising and buildings, and shines into the night sky and interferes with our ability to see stars and celestial objects. This is a growing problem for astronomers, and as it makes it increasingly difficult to observe and study the night sky. In this episode, we will explore the impact of light pollution on astronomy and discuss one particular challenge facing astronomers: space debris. The connection between space debris and light pollution. Space debris can also contribute to light pollution. When satellites or other space objects in low Earth orbit reflect sunlight, they can create streaks of light that can be visible from the ground. This is known as satellite flaring, and it can interfere with astronomical observations by washing out faint objects in the sky. Additionally, as the amount of space debris increases, the likelihood of collisions between objects also increases, which can create more debris and contribute to the problem of light pollution in the long run. Definition and causes of space debris. Space debris refers to human-made objects that are orbiting the Earth but are no longer functional. These objects can range from defunct satellites and rocket stages to discarded equipment and debris from past space missions. The presence of space debris in orbit around the Earth is a growing concern for astronomers, as it contributes to light pollution, making it difficult to observe the night sky. The different types of space debris include fragments from satellites and rockets, abandoned spacecraft, and objects created by collisions in space. These objects can range in size from small particles to large pieces of debris that can pose a significant threat to operational satellites and other objects in orbit. The impact of space debris on our ability to observe the stars is significant. Large objects in orbit can reflect sunlight, creating a visible streak across the sky that can be mistaken for a shooting star or other celestial phenomenon. Even small particles can create a visible haze in the sky that can obscure stars and other celestial bodies. Statistics on the amount of space debris. The amount of space debris in orbit is increasing, with the United States Space Surveillance Network tracking over 34,000 objects larger than 10 cm in diameter. Additionally, there are millions of smaller debris particles that are more difficult to track, making it challenging to predict their impact on the night sky. As the amount of space debris continues to grow, the impact on our ability to observe the stars will only increase. Challenge faced by astronomers. Astronomers face a significant challenge in trying to observe the stars due to the effects of the space debris and light pollution. Space debris not only affects the safety of satellites and space missions, but it also impacts the functionality of telescopes and observatories on Earth. Telescopes and observatories are especially vulnerable to space debris because of their location and sensitivity. Even small pieces of debris can cause significant damage to sensitive equipment or even destroy the telescope entirely. This poses a significant challenge for astronomers who rely on telescopes and observatories to conduct their research and make new discoveries. The impact of light pollution on amateur astronomers and how it affects their observations. In addition to space debris, light pollution is another significant challenge facing astronomers. We already said that light pollution is caused by the overuse of artificial lighting, which creates a bright and hazy sky that makes it difficult to see the stars. This is particularly problematic for amateur astronomers who may not have access to advanced equipment or observatories or even a location. Light pollution also has a significant impact on the natural environment, disrupting ecosystems and affecting the behavior of nocturnal animals. For astronomers, it makes it difficult to observe faint objects and reduces the contrast of objects in the night sky. In addition, light pollution can also cause glare and reduce the visibility of stars, making it challenging for astronomers to see even the brightest objects in the sky. Despite these challenges, astronomers are continuing to work to overcome these obstacles. By using advanced technology and equipment, they can mitigate the effects of both space debris and light pollution. Additionally, educating the public about the importance of reducing light pollution and preserving the night sky can help to raise awareness and create a brighter future for astronomers. Solutions being proposed to address the issue of space debris and light pollution. Now that we have a better understanding of the challenges posed by space debris and light pollution, let's explore some of the potential solutions. One proposed solution for space debris is to develop technology to clean up the debris. There are currently a few projects in development that aim to capture and remove debris from space. Another solution is to implement stricter regulations on launches and spacecraft operations to reduce the amount of debris created in the first place. To address light pollution, there are a few potential solutions as well. One solution is to switch to more efficient lighting such as LEDs that emit less light and can be directed where it's needed. Another solution is to design better shielding for outdoor lighting fixtures which can help reduce light pollution. The importance of collaboration between nations and organizations. Reducing space debris and light pollution will require collaboration between nations and organizations. This is a global problem that affects us all, and we need to work together to find solutions. Looking to the future, the good news is that there is growing awareness of these issues and more people are working towards solutions. In terms of stargazing and astronomy, the future may involve more advanced telescopes and observatories that can better filter out light pollution and more easily avoid space debris, but ultimately, the future of stargazing and astronomy will depend on our collective efforts to reduce space debris and preserve the natural darkness of the night sky. It's up to all of us to take action and ensure the future generations can enjoy the beauty and wonder of the stars. And again, by educating ourselves and taking action, each of us can play a crucial role in reducing light pollution and preserving the beauty and wonder of the night sky, preserving our natural heritage. Summary of main points covered in the episode. In this podcast episode, we have explored the connection between space debris and light pollution and the challenges they present for astronomers. We learned that space debris poses a threat to satellites and/or even telescopes and observatories, and light pollution affects the ability of amateur astronomers to observe the stars. However, there are solutions being proposed to address these issues, including the removal of space debris and the promotion of dark sky initiatives. Collaboration, though, between nations and organizations is crucial to reducing space debris and preserving the natural darkness of our night sky. As we look into the future, it's important to continue the conversation about space debris and light pollution and work towards solutions that benefit both humans and the environment. I encourage you all guys to learn more about this issue and get involved in your communities to promote the preservation of the night sky. I would love to hear from you guys about your thoughts and feedback on the topic of light pollution, or whether you have personal experiences to share, videos, photos, questions to ask, or suggestions for future episodes. I will be thrilled to hear from you. In the next episode of The Dark Side of Lightning, we'll be diving deeper into the topic of light pollution and its impact on wildlife. Many species, including birds, insects, and sea turtles, are affected by artificial lighting at night. we will explore the ways in which light pollution disrupts their natural behavior and can lead to detrimental consequences for their populations. So join us as we discuss this issue and how we can take action to protect our planet's wildlife from the negative effects of light pollution. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we look forward to having you join us again soon. Peace and clear skies.